Welcome to another episode of Respect My Mind. I'm your host, Rolando. With me, I have my co host, Mark, my other co host, Dominic, and our special guest, live from Shreveport, a mogul in my eyes, somebody who set the tone for women in the city of Shreveport. Let me read some of these accolades that I looked up. A food enthusiast, a clothing designer, a realtor, event hostess, podcaster, social media influencer, marketing specialist, world traveler, let me say this right, serial entrepreneur, award
Oh
winner
my
of
god.
I can't say it, man. Hey, look, award winner of this is like one of the like some of the biggest things that I felt like kind of put me on to pay attention to it more. Award winner of recognition and appreciation from Cattle Parish. Award winner from the Cattle Parish of celebrating women. I present to y'all Rich Auntie Day Day. So
Hi.
you got a lot of accolades. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, we'll
I'm
keep that to the we'll keep that
58.
we'll keep that to we'll keep that down there. Or did you say it?
I did it, but I'm
Okay, cool,
28.
cool, cool.
I'm 28. I'm
28.
28.
That's a lot of accomplishments. I want to congratulate you, give you your flowers
Mhm.
right now on on setting the standard for everything you've been doing for our city. And I know you're branching out to being this global ambassador for our city. And I just want to thank you for what you're doing. And we're gonna get off into it. But we like to start every episode off with a mental check. So, Day Day, we're gonna ask you on a scale of 0 to 10, how's your mental today?
Today I'm at a good 8.
Good 8. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. That's good. We try not to go below 5, no matter what we go through throughout the week. We try to figure out a way to not let the devil steal our joy. So, anytime you feel you close to that 5, just think about a lot of positivity in your life that you got going, and just reflect on that and
Yeah.
find that joy again. Pushing on to you, Mark. Mental check. Tap in.
Uh, man, I don't know, man.
Just
Like my energy real low right now, so I don't really know. If I had
yeah,
to say, I'd probably say like a 6, man. I'm hoping I can get it up, but right now I don't know, bro. I'm not feeling
just not feeling it.
Yeah,
whatever's supposed to be happening this weekend. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. So,
Got you, got you.
but I'll leave
Hey
that for
man.
another session.
All right. Dominic, mental check. Tap in.
man, I'm gonna come in at a 7. Um, to be honest, man, I'm on the same energy Mark on, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Something off
it's
on.
like I'm just, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, bro. Like, Father's Day
Yeah.
is this weekend, bro. But
The excitement not there, huh?
and then too, like Mark was saying, the energy is not the same as Mother's Day. So, like,
Yeah,
I'm just here, bro. Like, for right
Yeah.
now, like, I'm just here.
I feel it. I think for me, man, I've had pretty much a rough week, but I can't. I'm gonna put myself at about an 8, cause I pray every day. I pray all day, every day. So I can't let you know unlike-minded people deter me from what I got going in my life. So I'm just trying to stay positive. I have my hiccups, but just trying my best to stay positive. So I'm gonna say I'm at an 8, bro. I'm living. I woke up. That's all I can. That's all I can be thankful for. Um.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna kick this off. Back to you, Miss Day Day, Rich Auntie. How did you get that name?
Rich auntie. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I
Day.
tell everybody that I don't want children, and my family, like all my little cousins, have kids. All my friends got kids, and everybody. I'm like between my friends and my family. Like I'm the oldest grandchild. I'm the oldest cousin. I'm the oldest child, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like, well, You gonna have kids? I'm like, I don't want kids. I've been saying that since I was a little girl, and as a grown woman, I still say the same thing. And I have nephews, and they would be like, well, my sister would always say like, you take one, I take the other. Um, they would come with me, and they would know that when they with me, I ain't gonna tell you put it back. I ain't gonna say no.
Rich
It's whatever.
auntie.
Like,
Yeah.
so one day, I went to private school for high school, and my nephews go to the same school I went to. So one day they came with me, and I drink Starbucks every day. Like
Yeah.
the people know, they know my order before I come. So I took my nephews with me one day, and they was like, can we have some Starbucks? So I was like, okay, cool. And I took them home. So the next morning they was passing Starbucks to go to school, and they asked their mama for Starbucks, and their mama was like, we don't do that. We not stopping in those Starbucks. And they was like, I ain't even get it for us. And so they called that granny, my mama, and she was like,
Mhm.
cause that's the rich auntie with no kids. And just along the way, it kind of stuck. I'm
Oh,
everybody.
got you.
I'm everybody TT, but they know if they can't get it from their parents, they can get it from me.
So what private school you went to?
Evangel.
Oh, Evangel. Okay, okay. Nice school, nice school. Um, so what this podcast is about mainly about men's mental health, but we like to tap in with the women because we also need that feedback about us. And I'm not sure about if you have someone or whatnot, but if you do or don't, I'm pretty sure you've been in a relationship before. And I just want to ask you a question about how do you, as a woman in a relationship with a man, how do you uh, how do you tend to your guys, your person's mental, or have you ever like has it ever struck your mind that his mental may be off at some point
Yeah.
and he needs some kind of consulting? And if you haven't been through that, how would you go about that?
I've been
Approaching it.
through it. Um, I think I'm more like intact with mental health just because my mom is a mental health counselor. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
literally all like always been like, how's your mental? Like, let's go to counseling. Like I've been doing counseling since I think my first counseling session I was in sixth grade because I was a very angry child. So
Mm,
um mental health is important, and I kind of always deal with men who like are from different like walks of life than me. Like I
right.
always have. So it's just like where I grew up, life was kind of like a fairy tale to most people. Life was good. I always deal with men who like had so much trauma in life. So when they get with me, I'm like, are you okay? Like, let's get to the
Mm,
bottom of it. Like, why do you act like this? Or why do you think like that? Why do you deal with things like that? Um, and I've learned most men don't really know how to talk. Like they shut down once you once you
Yep.
get into that like that mental space with them, they shut down and they don't know how to say, oh, I feel this way or I feel that way, because what I've been told from past relationships are you're gonna use it against me or you're gonna judge me or there's nothing you can do to help me. And I'm just like, that's why I'm
hey,
asking you. Like, let
you
me help
right.
you. But
you
so
on you on the money with that one. I
yeah.
fell
Nah, for
victim. I
real.
felt. I think a couple of us been fell victim to saying that before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I
how
really
have you?
hate it.
Yeah, I
But
think we as men hate it too. We just don't know how to process and fix it with our significant other. And a lot of men don't go and seek help. Like we
yeah,
we we run from it for some odd reason. I don't know. It's probably a pride thing, but um,
It's the
definitely
man mantra, man. Like they feel like if you go get help, you're deemed weak.
less of a man. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
like you're not a man. So
But that's not the case. So men, you hearing it from a woman's perspective, get help. If you feel you need help, get help. I have another question. I have a few questions for you though. With everything, all the hats you wear, how do you do it? Like, honestly, like I've been trying to figure this out since I've been paying attention to you. Like I've been paying attention to you since probably around the time when my sister passed. I think that's when I really figured out who you were, and I just followed your path. And I was like, man, every time I turn around, she's doing something new. And I was like, all
Um,
these hustles, you got all these hustles. How you maintain? How you get sleep? Like I got a
okay.
lot of like, it's a lot of
I think
questions
that's
with
a
this.
question everybody have because
Oh.
I work at the casino and
Mm-hmm.
people like walk up to me and I don't be I'm bad with faces. I don't be knowing who people are. They walk up to me, they're like, "Do you ever sleep?" And I'm like, "Actually, I sleep more than people think." So, okay, how do I deal with everything that I do? I'm very competitive and every day I go to sleep, I wake up and I feel like I gotta outdo myself from yesterday. So
Mental
if
edge.
like
Gotcha.
I set goals for everything. Like I said, I'm a cocktail server and I make tips. If I don't leave, like if it's my shift for the end and I haven't left with a certain amount of tips, I'm pissed. I'm either finna stay until I make my goal, or I gotta double up and pick up a shift the next day, or I gotta come out with a new tactic to make that end meet where I didn't meet it at. And I've always been that way. I played sports in high school and all that stuff. I'm just a competitor, and that's because of my. I think it's because my parents, like my
Mm-hmm.
mama, is so hard. It's not really my daddy. It's my mama. She's so hard on like you got to be great. Like you just got to
Mm.
be great, and I
Yeah.
don't want to let them down. I don't want to let my mom and my daddy down because um I don't have nobody like I wouldn't say like to live for. Like I don't have nobody that I gotta please like kid wise. So I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
my mom and daddy, that's who gonna
Right.
be proud of me. Like I don't got no kids gonna be proud of me. I don't got no. It's my mom and daddy. So um, everything is done on a schedule. Like I told, like I was telling you about the podcast. I
Yeah.
work at a certain time. Stuff has to be put on my calendar ahead of time, or it's not going. I'm not no last minute person. If every day I write out a list
Mm-hmm.
from what I have to do from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, and as I do them, I check them off. Like I put
Mm.
time stamps by them, uh, my reminders, my notes. Like I'm gonna show like I keep this at the front of my phone, like things that's coming up. Then you go to this slide. I got my notes on things I gotta do daily. And I got two phones, so they both like that. I
Gotcha.
just kind of prioritize everything, and a lot of my work is done from a phone or a laptop or social media. So
Mm-hmm.
they have tools where you can set stuff to post. You can. I be in the bed. I be in bed sleep.
Oh,
Like
got
half
you.
the time I'm active on social media, I'm really not active. I be sleep. It's just
Mm.
stuff scheduled to post. I do stuff way ahead of time and set it to so like Sundays are my work days, like my catch up days. I'm off from my jobs. I just sit, I go to church or I go do something with the family. I come home and I work until like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I work all day Monday, and then the rest of the week I just be chilling. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hell of a schedule.
it is, but
Man.
it's it's manageable now because I have
Yeah.
tea. But like last year, I was all over the place. I was just yeah.
You basically probably was telling everybody yes and not enough people. I don't got time right now.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
now it's a whole lot of no's. Whole,
Yeah. I'm glad we
um,
was I'm glad we was the one of the yeses. But we have a comment. You will be surprised how many business owners don't know about those tools she is speaking about. You should drop a list of them. That's for you, Day. So
um,
Shout out to Vernon, man.
shout out to you,
hi,
Vernon.
Mr. Bird. There is a for Facebook. If your account is in professional mode, you should definitely download. It's called Business Suite, and you can set it up to. Let me see if I can show y'all what it look like. It's this. I don't know if you can really see it. It might not focus right.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
But
a
what's the name of it? What's the name of it
it's
again?
business suite,
Mm-hmm.
and you can link your Instagram and your Facebook together, and you can schedule your post. You can schedule, what
Yeah.
day. Like I literally have stuff scheduled to post in July
Mm.
already. It is the second week of June. It's
God.
so I manage other people's pages as well, so I can, have multiple pages on there. I can schedule their stuff. I can do my own stuff, and it just really kind of it knock out some time, so you don't have to spend all your time. Oh, I forgot to post this at this time. No, just download it. It's a lifesaver.
Y'all heard it straight from a
Straight from
business suites.
yes.
Business suites. Okay. I can't pronounce certain words right.
Yeah, I
So,
see.
okay, but what are your goals with Shreveport? Everything that I've been seeing you doing, like, is there like certain goals you want for Shreveport?
Yes. I really want I know change starts within,
All
and
right.
I know I'm just one person, but I honestly believe to my last breath I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make a strong impact on Shreveport. So I
Mm.
I wanted to I want people to see that Shreveport, yeah, we're everybody always just look at the negative side of it, but it's actually a lot of good in Shreveport. The
Mhm.
food reviews have helped me bring light to, some of the places that, wouldn't get the
Certain
recognition or stuff like
business.
that. And yeah, the business
All
and
right.
certain activities that we have, I'll be finding them and I'll be like, dang, I didn't know we had this here. So if I
Yeah.
didn't know, I'm sure somebody else didn't know. But I don't just want it to start just be that. I plan on this school year getting into schools because it's the younger. Don't get me wrong, our generation crazy too, but the
Right.
young ones, Jesus Christ, they need help, and
And he
I
got it.
just I don't feel like they have nobody to look up to besides people on social media. And of course, I think I probably was the last generation that went a point in time where social media wasn't a thing, because my little cousins they y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't always had this, and I'm like, no.
Mm.
Instagram came out when I was in the 10th grade, so but
Mhm.
I've
Dang.
been talking to people. I want to get them to schools. I want to help them understand. You can be cool and have sense. You can be cool and have a career. You can be cool and not crash out, because a lot of them throw their
Mm-hmm.
lives away before they even get to live it. And
Yep.
um I
For
do want to
real.
start there because they're the future. So I can't, we're already at an age and at a standpoint in life to where what you gonna, even if you don't know what you're gonna do, the choices are already made. You either gonna crash out or
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna
Yeah.
straight and
Yeah.
narrow, but they don't
They
know. And
have they have time.
yeah, and a lot of them don't have parents to know to, because some of us are their parents, and I be like,
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm,
comment on
I was just about to
parenting
say that
because
because
I'm
I'm
not a
35
parent.
with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, I don't comment on parenting because I'm not a parent. But I
Yeah.
will say, some of
Oh.
us are their parents. So, um, oh, I'm sorry, I read that. I would answer that question. I just want them. I want to start there so they can grow up and they can continue to build on helping Shreveport or making Shreveport better, because I believe Shreveport can be great. And I'm gonna say this, and it's no shade because I love that, but I believe Shreveport can be great without 50 Cent just as well as it can be great with 50 Cent, because I
No,
know,
you're right.
the whole 50 Cent thing is coming about, and I'm 100% for it. But I believe we shouldn't have to bring somebody in to change our community when we're already here. We can change it ourselves. So,
Facts. Facts.
Yeah,
I was
facts.
just that show was my next question about the 50 Cent thing, but I'm gonna let you answer that question. Joint labor, what's your
what's my
profession?
profession?
What do you like? Yeah, I guess You want me to name all those again? I name them all again if you want me to.
I don't necessarily just have one specific profession. I'm just a girl. Oh, at that, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am a travel agent. Um, I own a couple of businesses. I got one more I'm about to release, and then I'll be done, I think. Um, I am an upcoming realtor. I haven't really said much about the realtor stuff, only because it's a private, like, realtor is a trademark and it's like a private name, so you can't really speak on it until you're.
She's static. Oh, who is that static? Oh, that was
That's
you,
me.
Mark? Mute your
Hello.
mic
Sound
real
like
quick.
you.
Let me see. Yeah, it went away.
Sound like you.
Oh Lord, it can't be me. My bad. But nah, keep going. My fault. You got
Okay,
me.
you can't. You can't.
I'm gonna leave. Right?
You can keep going. Yeah,
Uh,
he'll be back.
say.
Nah, it wasn't me. It ain't me. I don't know what that is, guys. But that's crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. Should I?
What the hell? Say something, Dominic.
Can you hear me?
Mute your mic real quick. Nah, it's still there. That's the screaming. That's what's that?
Mute yours, bro.
It's me.
Mute your mic. Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you kind of lagging too.
Yeah. You still on mute.
Yeah, he trying to talk. Man, real funny, man. But you were saying about the realtor. You saying it's a
Yeah,
private?
I can't say,
Okay.
like, I can't release it until, like, all the state stuff come back and all that, and then I
Right.
gotta get with a company. So it's a lot that go into that, and I really just been, because I've been having so much. I just been.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pop that off towards the end of the year. That's gonna be my end of the year stuff.
Okay.
But yes, Mr. I forgot his name. I have a lot of professions, and
He's a Mr. Vernon. I think he's a realtor too. I think, if I ain't
okay.
mistaken, he is. Yeah.
So I don't want to get sued. So that's why I don't never just.
Right.
I just say upcoming. I've taken my test and done all this stuff. I just gotta finish the process. So.
That's good. That's
But
good.
I feel like that's gonna be my main profession. So when people ask me what I am, I'm gonna say.
Well, you came in worse than what you left.
Maybe he had to take it off Wi-Fi.
It could be it though. I don't know, but I do got a question though. Like, I know you're a busy woman, right? So, like, let's say if you were dealing with somebody, what kind of tips or mindset could you give them to help deal with somebody that's, I guess, busy or trying to get themselves together too?
Like relationship wise, dating.
Yeah, let's do dating.
10 out of 10 don't recommend.
Yeah.
Just from experience, in the last 2 years, like I be the first thing, I cannot keep a man, and it's just because they don't understand. Like they
Yeah.
will not understand if work call. It's just, but I guess because it's not like, oh, I'm on call for a job that I gotta go. It's a lot of people don't look at everything I do as a job, and I'll be like, actually, I make
Mm,
more doing all of this than I do going to clock in.
right.
Like real
Right.
talk, I literally doubled my salary at the boat doing social media, but
Yeah.
whatever. Um, it it's hard because I don't always have the time, and even when you make time, it's just like, oh, well, you didn't make time on my time, so it
Yeah.
might work for some people. It hasn't worked for me. The balance of it is just always gets to the point where I be like, all right, you in my way. I feel like you stopping my money. I feel like you
Yeah.
cut it. And I don't. I play. I am goofy. I play. I don't really take much of nothing serious because I feel like it's just life. Like, why you so
Yeah.
serious? When it comes about money, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah.
I feel you on that. You,
I'm
I
good
think
now,
you're
right?
good now, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think you're good
I
now.
changed devices. That's on me. My bad, Day.
You
Mhm.
fine.
But Charlie, yeah, you can go back and look at it. I just seen. I think Charlie commented. Yeah, you can go back and watch it. All these will be uploaded to YouTube, Facebook. It's not gonna leave none of our platforms. Um, we can't save it to Instagram because the way Instagram guidelines are, it's stupid.
Very
But
stupid.
yeah, you can't really do nothing on Instagram. But YouTube, respect my mind the podcast. Facebook, it'll be on me or Marcus's page. You also could go on. No, that's it. Actually, YouTube and Facebook. So that's where you can go back and rewatch them. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link once we're done with this podcast. We won't have too much longer because I know she's a busy woman.
Nah, you
So
fine.
okay. Um, what was the next
And you
question?
also spoke about like like going back to schools and helping the kids out and stuff, right? Do you think the parent? Well, I know you don't speak on parenting, but you know, but I think the problem is like a lot of the parents send their kids to school and let they school deal with the kids. You see what I'm saying? Like
I agree.
they don't really do the parenting themselves. They allow the school to teach them the things that they feel like to learn and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Do you think that is a problem, or you think that's what schools are for?
No, I think schools are to teach or to educate. I think that parenting starts at home. Like, I never went to school. I wasn't taught anything in school besides educational things. Like,
Right,
my parents were sticklers on, at home, you gonna learn at
right,
home. Like, I never had to go to school and learn how to be a lady or learn how to be respectful or learn
right,
how
right.
to act in public. I literally learned that at home. And if you go to school and you show your tail, I'm going, yeah. So I feel like a lot of them are being taught based home training, or the parents are, you know, sending them to learn home training at school. That's why it's home training. Like, you can't learn that. The teachers only have a certain amount of time with these kids a day, and it's not one child, it's however many are in the school. So I really want like a big sister, like big sister
Mm,
program,
yeah,
because I see a lot of young ladies who don't know how to be young ladies. Like, they're not being taught anything. I can't teach a man how to be a man, but hopefully there's guys out there who would, want to do the or join with me and do like a big brother with the young men, but
right, right.
they don't know how to be men because a lot of people don't have fathers. A lot of people don't have mothers. So it's
You
really
right.
a lose lose, and it's really sad. And y'all, that stuff makes me cry. And I'm not an emotional girl, but stuff like that make me cry because I'm just like, they gotta have a fighting chance. And if they don't have a chance, then you can't really blame them for going outside and doing what.
Right.
Right, right, Sean.
I
Legal.
agree though, right? Like
I
to
agree.
an extent though, like
I agree.
but
But they can only do so much.
right. And these kids making it
Yeah.
hard on these teachers too, man.
They different.
Like they disrespectful to a point where it's like,
Man, hey, let me tell you something. I be in jail right now
If you was a teacher,
if I was a teacher.
Facts. Big one.
they be trying them teachers, man. Like they be trying them
They
teachers.
be,
Man.
When
they be
you see the
throwing
Yeah.
stuff
the
that
teacher.
go viral,
Yeah,
ooh,
Yeah,
no.
and it's like,
and the crazy
and
parents, the
I hate when people
parents
like,
condone it.
yeah, I was just gonna say that when people share that stuff, man, it's like, why are you sharing this? Like, I don't think that kind of stuff should get
Right.
that kind of like publicity because it's
Yeah.
like you low key co-signing or you like, come on, bro, but like, be better than that.
Keep doing it. They think it's funny. It's not. It's not. It's not funny. You playing with life and death on the cool because some of these teachers might be one of them ones that hey, keep playing with them, they're gonna choke you out and ain't no coming
They
back from
going
it.
to jail.
You know what
They
I'm
going
saying?
to jail today.
Man, hey, play. I'm glad I ain't a teacher. That's all I'm gonna say. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
I got asked to sub, and I was like, no. If they not kindergarten, I'm not doing it. And I can't deal with little kids for too long, anyways, because I just can't. So, no thanks.
So how was the feeling of being recognized by the city when you got your awards? How
It
was
was
that? How,
it was unreal. I didn't know until the day before, and I thought it was because my mom went to that same ceremony the year before, and I went with her, but they recognized like 30 women at one time. So I was like, okay, I'm grateful for the award. I wasn't thinking nothing else. So after I got my award, I was like, oh, well, I'm about to go, and they was like, no, we need you to sit. It's something else, and I'm like, okay. So I'm just sitting there. We sat there about another hour. I'm like, okay, what is going on? Everybody leaving, and it's like a couple of us in there. Then my friends start showing up, and I'm like, what's going
Something up.
on? I
surprise!
don't like surprises. Like I don't like surprises. I'm like, y'all good? And
Yeah.
so the lady was like, just sit. We got one more award for you. So they called me to the front, and I'm like, I felt like I was being judged because like the 12 people, the 12 commissioners were up there, and I'm like, oh God, I don't. Disclaimer: I'm a very shy person. I don't like people looking at me, and I hate attention. So I was about to pass out, and I had really bad anxiety. So I was whispering to the lady, like you can see in the video that I posted of me putting a thing to my face, and I'm talking to her, and I told her I was like, I'm about to pass out, and she was like, she scooted close to me. She was like, don't pass out, it's okay. I was like, no, everybody is looking at me. These
Yeah.
people talking about me, and I was like, I'm like heart beating fast. And once they was reading the stuff, it just kind of like broke me down. I was like, dang, because I'm thinking, I'm just doing what I do. I didn't really think that people, honest to God, I don't be thinking people be paying attention to me how they pay attention to me. And so when these people start talking and they're telling me that they sit in the commission room and they go look at my page to see where to go eat. Or I've been brought up in big rooms and they like, oh, we know who Rich Auntie Dada is. Or I'm like, these are commissioners for the, Caddo Parish. These are big people.
Right.
And just to know that, they see me is I was very grateful. And these aren't just black people. These are white, like a white man got up and he was like, oh yeah, I been knew who Rich Auntie was. I watch her page all the time. I know all the good spots to eat. And I was like,
Yeah.
I've been telling people, once you capture, like as a black person, once you capture another race, you won. Like
Yeah.
once you got fans on the other side, you win because
Yeah.
it's easy to get us. It's hard to get, their approval and their liking and their following. So
Hey.
it was
Right.
unreal. And then I looked down the crowd and my mom was like all smiles, my daddy, and I was like, it's so hard to please them. Like you gotta know the pressure it is to be that kid. Like so to see them just like cheesing ear to ear, I was like, dang, I made my mom and daddy proud. So then I just started crying. I was like, yeah. It was either cry or pass out, so I just chose to cry.
Yeah. I'm glad you ain't pass out, man.
Because I will.
That would have went viral too.
So yeah, congratulations again on that.
Thank
What
you.
your anxiety? your anxiety, does that stem from like a trauma, or is that something you've always had since you were a kid?
Mm,
I mean, you
I
don't have
wouldn't
to speak
say.
on the trauma. If it's a trauma, you don't have to speak.
Oh no,
I'm
you're
just
fine. I don't think it's. I wouldn't say I've always had it. I've always been shy, um, but just like, literally, I didn't experience trauma in my life until I became an adult, and so yes, that trauma has caused me to, um, just get really, really, really bad anxiety. And when I get overwhelmed, I don't know. I don't know. I just hit the like I just look up and people be standing over me and I'd be like, what happened? They'd be like, you hit the flow. So the first
Yeah.
time it happened to me, I was at a trail ride and I got overwhelmed. It was a lot going on, and in the middle of the trail ride, in front of everybody, I just hit the floor, and since then, death. I've been in shootouts and mass shootings and all kinds of crap just from being, you know, wrong place, wrong time,
oh,
and pass out.
dang.
Well, I couldn't hear you. What you say?
He
I didn't
started
say nothing.
moving.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you said something.
No, I,
Yeah, he started
nah.
moving.
I just said. Oh, I said dang.
Oh,
I
Oh
said
yeah,
dang. My bad.
yeah.
But I don't think Dominic, you got anything before we get out of here?
mm, no, I ain't even prepared nothing. But let me see. Hmm. So, your next project, um, what's some of the things you working on next?
Um, I have uh a Great Gatsby Gala Ball. I did release that coming up. Um, just something different. I have something for I waited on Father's Day and Mother's Day to go ahead and get out the way before I release this, but I'm gonna do something for aunts and uncles. That's gonna come up. And my biggest thing that I'm working on, I can't speak on it, but it'll be next year. I will release it this year. I'm just in the legal part of it. I don't like to release stuff until I literally got my stuff together. So,
all right.
I'm in the process of, trademarking, LLC and websites, all that stuff. Um, I will say that it's a festival. So
Mm.
that's I'll say that
Well,
much.
yeah.
So
Bruh, what is going on? Lilo.
Hey, tune in later on, man. We got something to speak about that,
Yeah,
though.
tune in, bro. This just the rich. Hey, this the rich episode, man. We got more in store. Episode at 6, man. Calm it down, Lilo.
it is
But
not out the listen. I
I
take
like that.
Father's Day serious. I am a daddy's girl. I love my daddy. I'm going all out like I do every year.
Right.
So I do not look over Father's Day at all. I really hate the post about Father's Day. I hate how it don't get no credit. I honestly do more for my dad than I do for my mom because it's so overlooked. And I'm just a big daddy's girl. But it's not overlooked. If y'all are fathers, happy Father's Day to y'all.
Right.
But I was just saying I wanted to, let these pass by so I went over. No, nobody will be overlooked. That's why I haven't released it yet.
So,
That auntie uncle idea you have, that's pretty dope. That's I've never heard nobody want to recognize aunts and uncles. I
And
think
that's
aunts
what
and
I
uncles get
see.
overlooked. Uh,
We don't get no credit.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
true.
I
True.
always got my
I've never
definition.
heard it.
Anytime something go on, they
Yeah,
want to call auntie for some money, but I don't get no day. I don't get no day where I'm appreciated. So
True.
yeah.
True.
right. That's true. Need a babysitter, send them to them.
Look, hold
Like
on.
I never
Y'all
really.
I ain't doing no
aunties ain't doing no
babysitting.
babysitting. If they can't go to the bathroom on their own, if they can't entertain, look, I tell anybody, if they iPad train, potty train, and refrigerator train, they can come with me. If not, I'm not watching them. I'm not. And I got a guy, baby. I got a guy, baby.
Yeah,
I be like, get that
same
iPad.
thing. Yeah. But tell everybody how they can reach you or check out your page or whatnot for the viewers that don't know you or didn't know of you.
I'm literally everywhere at Rich Auntie DADA, and DADA is spelled DADA. That's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not giving out my Twitter because I don't let people follow me on there. But yeah, other than that, um, YouTube, everything is Rich Auntie DADA. Literally.
Podcast Auntie Speaks.
Yes,
Talk about it
see,
before we get
I
out.
be forgetting about it. I ain't forget about it, but it's just kind of fresh. So,
Yeah,
um,
right.
yeah, I do have a podcast. So when people ask me to be on their podcast, I be, all for it because um, I like to look at different stuff from everybody. So, I look at
Set
a
up,
lot of
Sam.
people
How they?
podcasts to see, everybody do something different.
Yeah,
One I was on before, it was in
yeah. I do.
person. Yeah. So,
So what is your
yeah,
podcast about though?
a little bit of everything. It's no specifics. I will say,
Oh,
well, I had an album release party. I had a podcast release party.
Mm.
Um, and I
mhm.
got this same question too. And I told everybody like it won't be one of those like the what's that man name? It won't be like the Breakfast Club or the
Okay.
Shay Shay whatever
Club
that is.
Shay
Yeah, Club
Yeah,
Shay Shay.
Club
I'm
Shay
not
Shay.
into I'm not one of those
Don't mess with
people who
Dominic.
get I would get wrapped up or caught up into famous people mix. So I really don't get caught up in
Hmm.
nobody mix because I be having too much of my own going on. But
Right.
I don't want to sit
Hmm.
there and let's talk about what's going on in the media. I'm not the shade room and I don't mind rich people business. So that has nothing to do with Day Day. So um the first month will just be different topics that I let the people that came to my podcast choose. And then I'll venture off next month and I'll have I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I want one guest a month, two guests a month. I'm very limited on people in my space and my mix. So it'll be very selective. I released that and like people at the woodworks like, can I be on your podcast? I'm like, this is not that. Okay. It's not it. No.
it's
Um
it's
I ooh, no. So it'll be just different stuff. Like I do have one episode where we'll be about mental health because I am a person who like my mental is not the best. And I might look like on social media that I'm this strong person, but I be real deal over here like fighting demons. Like, oh my God. Like I'm screaming for help and nobody see me. Like they just see that I'm the strong friend and I'm dying.
Yeah.
So I do go to counseling and
that's,
stuff like that.
that's the
And
first. That's the first
huh?
step. Knowing that.
Oh,
That's the first step when you know and can admit that you have you suffer from a mental issue.
yeah.
Well, not mental
I've
issue, but you have mental challenge.
I've had to go. I've had to get meds for it and stuff like that. I lost a significant other, and I literally like was losing my mind.
Yeah.
So, uh, I needed help, and I was trying to, fight through it on my own. Like, I'm good. It's gonna pass, and it was just getting worse. And then everybody was around me like, "You got to get help because you crashing out." And
Yeah.
that's really how
Right.
Rich, like the whole everything came about. Like he passed away 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I didn't. I I would never tell you 4 years ago that I would be doing this. That I had a purpose. That I used to tell like I don't want no business. I don't want to be here. I don't like. I
Right.
hate everything about life because I feel like my whole world was snatched away from me. And I feel like I was robbed. So I would tell people, like my mom used to ask me, like, what is your purpose? I was like, I don't have one. I don't want to be here. I'm just existing, you know? So to be the person I am today is like, to know me is to be like, I'm really freaking proud of you because you gave up on yourself. And now I be trying to, let people know like it's light on the other side. You just gotta
Right,
get
right.
there. And sometimes you do need help. I hear people say like, I ain't gonna talk to nobody. They can't help me. And I thought the same thing until I talked to somebody. And with my mama even being a counselor, I was like, I'm not talking to you. Like, you
Yeah.
can't help me. You can't bring him back. You can't fix this. And I end up getting
Right.
help. And now I'm, here. So I feel
Well,
like
I'm glad you was
that's
able
why
to.
I don't want.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you was able to come up out of that and get to where you are now. Um, I want to also thank you for coming on our pod and
Yeah, we appreciate it.
shedding light on mental health, your aspirations, your goals you got going, and just I'm just grateful that we have somebody like you where we from. Um,
Thank you.
Dominic is really from Shreveport too. He was born in Shreveport. Okay, he say he live in East Texas, but he is Shreveport native. Um, but we all
Hold on,
Shreve,
hold
we all
on.
we all believe.
Shreveport
Huh,
born,
huh.
Texas raised.
What part of East Texas?
I'm in Longview.
I lived out there in Marshall for like 3 years.
Ooh.
Are
I
you
went to I went to ETBU, so
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
My my wife is from Marshall.
Okay.
I, I did want to speak on that anxiety and shyness because I grew up like shy, like real shy. Like I used to get all these awards when I was little. And I used to not want to walk across the stage or not accept them or
Hmm.
anything like that. And my wife, she deal with anxiety too to a point. And it's like I think a lot of it, like I don't know, like for me, it was more like I felt like I didn't belong or I didn't deserve whatever I was getting. I felt like people was like looking at me when in reality I should have just been like proud of what I did. I put in the hard work to get this and and people just congratulate me. But I think anxiety is like big in women more than it is men. There's a lot of women that deal with anxiety to the point where it's like I don't know, it's like they can't function right because everybody looking at them, they think people are judging them. And it's like, what can you tell the other women that's dealing with anxiety? Because like I think y'all be in competition with each other. It's like y'all look at each other and y'all find something wrong with that woman and y'all pick it and stuff like that. In y'all head.
You know what's
It
crazy?
don't even be that.
It's not the women that I don't want looking at me. It's the men. I feel like when men look at me, it just I like, what are you like? What's wrong? Like,
Uh,
is my wig sliding? Like, why are you looking at me? Like, they be like,
yeah,
I always ask people that too. I'm like, why are you looking at me? And they was like,
right.
you're pretty, and I'm like, stop. Like, I
Yeah.
hate to be looked at. That's like I keep on looking over this way. I feel like y'all looking at me, even though we on the screen and y'all probably looking at God knows what. Like, why are y'all looking at me? I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely not a with me. It's not um a girl thing like with other girls, but I do get what you're saying because it do be like I know a lot of I feel like they trying to outdo the next girl.
Yeah,
With me,
yeah.
it's just really like I don't know. I don't know. It could be like a confidence thing. I don't know. Don't nobody want to get on here
Yeah,
and be like, I ain't
it could
confident,
be
but
it too.
let's be honest, it might be a confidence thing. Like, why are you just like
Yeah,
it might be like a self sabotage thing. I don't know. I
yeah,
haven't really dug into that. I just be like, stop looking at me. And
yeah,
then I run away. Literally run. Like far
yeah.
away. Like don't look at me. But what I would tell somebody dealing with anxiety, I don't I don't have the answer for that because mine deals with me bad. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. And right, say is it self? I don't think it's self-esteem though, man. I just think it's. I
I
don't know.
wouldn't necessarily say it's self-esteem. It could be. I don't.
It could be a version of it, but like you say,
Yeah.
most of it is like image based. It ain't like how you feel about yourself inside. It's based off how you look, and you try to make sure
Yeah.
that you're on point in
Yeah,
front of
like
everybody else
is
and
it
stuff
something on
like
my
that.
face? Is my hair
Yeah,
messed up? Like I got some of my teeth? Like, what's your
yeah,
reason? But
Right.
I don't know.
that's good though, man. I don't know, because people do like to promote the
But
negative, you know. So yeah.
Right.
like what? No. Hey, but final. It's time for final thoughts. Final thoughts, Dom.
Um. So what we basing that on? So I don't say the wrong thing.
Don't say what you want to say right now. Say that for later. I know what you're
Yeah.
thinking, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
don't do
No,
that
no, no.
now. I know what you're
I
thinking,
got,
bro.
I got for the topics that we got for later. I got something for that. But no. Like Rose said, man, we appreciate you coming on. Everything you doing. Um, and I will notate that women wise, what you're doing and what you got going on, it's not a lot of that. Especially social media wise, we all know what we see from today's women on social media. So it's real cool to meet somebody who ain't on that time, man, and on some positivity stuff.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Final thoughts, Mark.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Like we appreciate your time and everything that you're doing, especially for like the city of Shreveport. I'm with you on it. Take us to change Shreveport. You know, my message would be to Shreveport. It's like, bro, we all don't got to be crash dummies. You know, and every time we get a little money, bro, like spend it in Shreveport sometimes, man. Stop going to these different
Yeah.
cities and putting their money in them different cities and then wondering why everything here is closing down and not up to par. So I'll just say, man, if you're gonna live here, bro, invest in it.
Right?
So that'd be my thoughts, man.
I feel that.
All right, Day Day. When we do thoughts, it's just for you. I'm gonna ask you your final thoughts on our podcast. What's your take on what we doing and how you just feel about the overall episode?
Well, first, thank y'all for having me. I don't know. I didn't even expect you to ask me that. Again, I don't be expecting nothing. I just be living my life. But I loved everything about it. Keep doing what y'all doing. It's a nice setup, by the way. I knew nothing about this app. I'm just learning this podcast stuff as I go. So, shout out to y'all. Keep promoting the men's mental health because it's not a popular topic.
Yeah,
It's not
right,
a
Right.
looked
right.
on topic. It's very looked over, and any man in my life, like brothers, cousins, all that, they know that I do mental health check-ins. Like, y'all good? My little brother, I
Mhm.
always at least 2-3 times a week, like, are you okay? He's like, you the only person that asked me that. And my
Mm.
mama's a
Mm,
counselor.
mm.
So,
I'm I'm so
Mm.
you
glad to hear you
know,
say that.
like it's looked over, and um I don't like it because some people are literally dying slow with their thoughts, and
Right.
we probably could save our friends, we
Mhm.
save a lot of people if we just check in. Um, One of my cousins now goes to counseling because hey, you're not okay. Go get some help. So, keep on. I feel like I don't. If y'all don't push it that much, push it more. Like, y'all might be you know, the one example that they need to lock in and get the help that they need, or just talk. Like, I'm not saying they gotta go get counseling. Maybe just talk it out and get some help. So kudos to y'all for that, because I don't know many men who care about men's mental health. Um, I don't really. I
That's
love
it.
it. Just, you know,
Nah, thanks, thanks.
I
Appreciate it.
had a great time. I
For
appreciate
sure.
y'all for not getting too personal and all that
Nah,
stuff.
Right.
I'm not
Uh,
a
it's a
very open person.
respect level. It's a respect level
Yeah.
always on best.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
I mean, no problem. My final thoughts. I don't really have any final thoughts. I just wanna. I'm just excited about this episode. I can't wait to go and go and edit and do everything we got to do to drop this on. Make the clips and stuff. Cause it was a lot of stuff that was said. I got to go back and make those clips, man. It was some gems thrown in. That's all I'm gonna say. But everybody tune in later on at 6 p.m. We will be going over Juneteenth, Father's Day. Our main topic is addiction. So we just want everybody to just pay attention to 6 o'clock. The same way y'all just paid attention to at 12 o'clock for Rich Auntie Day Day. Thank you again. Respect my mind. We are out of here.